What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Otto Wallin. Get this. Otto Wallin is very eager to face Anthony Joshua in December. The heavyweight contender Otto Wallin is ready and willing to face former two-time world champion Anthony Joshua in the month of December. This past Saturday in Saudi Arabia, we all know that Joshua was outboxed, and Alexander Usyk beat this man 12 rounds, but Wallin has been hunting for a big fight since his decision loss to current WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. During that contest, Wallin appeared to be on the verge of an upset after inflicting two severe cuts on the eye of Tyson Fury, and the ringside doctors would evaluate Fury's cuts several times during the bout, but that allowed the action to continue, and Fury came away with a points win. But this is what he said. He said, I think it makes a lot of sense for me and Joshua to fight each other. People in the UK know me for giving Fury one of his toughest fights in his career, and I can get a lot of support from over there. I'm always training, and I'm trying to get better, and I can't wait to go over to UK and earn my right to fight for another shot at Fury by beating Anthony Joshua. Wallin also felt that Usyk showed vulnerabilities in the rematch. He said it was a great fight, and both guys stepped up for the last time. I was actually impressed with Joshua's adjustments in this fight. I didn't think he was going to be able to put up such a good performance against Usyk, but he proved, and I'm sure a lot of people, wrong. Usyk really had to dig deep and once again showed that he's a brilliant fighter, but we also saw that no one is untouchable, Wallin said. Let me counterpunch. Alexander Usyk can be touched. We've seen that. I think with Joshua is if Joshua came in at 234, if he had 10 pounds less of that muscle, I think he would have been quicker. I think he would have hit just as hard because since he's quicker, speed is power. And he was able to get hit. Now, Wallin, he did have a good performance against Tyson Fury. And he showed you what Tyson Fury struggles in. You know what I mean? Now, the question you ask yourself is what part of that performance of Tyson Fury had something to do with his cuts. So we have to really take that in consideration because you fight differently when you do have a damage or an injury moving forward in a fight. You know, so you have to give Tyson credit for at least fighting throughout that time. Yes, it should have been stopped. I'm not debating that, but it wasn't. And since it wasn't, they allowed Tyson to fight, and he fought to the end and still was able to outpoint Otto Wallin. But was it tough? Hades, yeah, it was tough. It was very tough. But, you know, Wallin proved that he's a tough competitor. You know, now is he tougher to take on Anthony Joshua? That's a totally different story because dealing with someone that's superb like Usyk, and Usyk's a lot better than Otto Wallin. He's faster. He's about maybe 2 inches shorter, maybe an inch because Usyk's like 6'3". Wallin's like 6'5", so about 2 inches shorter. But he gives you these angles which, you know, won't give Joshua those type of fits. I see Joshua knocking Otto Wallin out. I see it, and I think it would be a good fight. Why? Because then if Joshua can fight and beat Otto Wallin and stop Otto Wallin, giving him his second loss to top opposition, that could put him in an argument with, you know, Tyson Fury's performance against Otto Wallin, which went 12 rounds. Okay, so you know how we believe in triangle theories and this, that, and the other. Like it really matters because if these two guys fight, we'll never know. But if you do a better job with an opponent than the next guy, it's always arguable, but that, you know, you might give that guy problems as well. So I would like to see that fight because I don't see that there's anybody really available, you know, because Joyce is fighting Parker, Ruiz is fighting Ortiz, Deontay is fighting Helenius. You know what I mean? So, like, and I don't think Adam Kalnaki would be ready for Joshua at this point because he just took an L himself. Okay, so I think that's one of the. I think that fight should be made. I think that fight should be made. I think Eddie should jump on this opportunity since Otto Wallin is hungry for a huge fight because, of course, you know he wanted to fight Dillian White, and that fight was signed, but Dillian White pulled out due to injury, and only to be beaten by Tyson Fury, which the both of them were. But Otto Wallin did a better job than Dillian White did as well. So if Joshua fights Otto Wallin, that's a top competitor. I think he has the momentum. They both beat Dominic Brazil. You know what I mean? So I think that fight should happen for a lot of reasons, like the reasons that I gave you guys. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Otto Wallin calling out Anthony Joshua for the next fight in December. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.